So guys, what's going on here? It's your boy Locking Cans here, former known as it's your boy producer L here. Today I am back with another video explaining why I haven't been uploading, keeping you guys updated. If you want to be kept updated with my life, add my socials, they'll be in the description below. And the reason I haven't been uploading recently is because I'm focusing on myself, focusing on my future endeavors, future career, and so forth, so forth. So, as you can see behind me, I've got like turntables here, there, mixer there, another turntable here. So, I mean, the reason I got them there is because I can mix myself on a tractor controller, but if I want to learn how to mix on anything else, I've got to like use these to progress myself into basically progress myself. I'm going to prop up the camera somewhere because this is really hurting my hand. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's here. We've got a nice side view of my. So yeah, all set up, right? Let's load the chair because then I step forward because of this stupid light getting in the way. So, the reason I have the tractor thing set the turntables, which is like behind the camera, because I want to study music production in college, and hopefully I can progress that into studying music production at uni. So, as some of you may know, I did 3 years ago. I studied computers at school. Yeah, I studied computers at college because I wanted to get to computers. But that turned out of something I didn't want to do. Basically, it's not like I didn't want to do it. I just like didn't put the effort and time into it. Some of my friends are. Most of my friends I went to college with are in uni studying computer science, progressing down the computer route. I'm just working weekends, laying around weekdays, with nothing to show for myself of what I've done in the last 4 years of me going to college studying computers. So that's why I've decided to take a step back from the computers and focus on something else. Another one of my hobbies is music. Like, some of you may know me. I listen to like different genres of music. It's just the way I was brought up, basically, from my family and my family who live in Birmingham, and my other family. When I go to Birmingham, my dad's side of the family, they all listen to music. So they listen to different stuff. They don't like soul, Motown, all that stuff, which my mum and dad listen to. So does my mum's side of the family as well. So, and then you have me, who is like the biggest, like, I wouldn't say the biggest drum bass head in the world, but I listen to drum bass more than I listen to any style of music. Yeah, like I've been. Don't get me wrong. I've been listening to drum and bass for the last how many years? Since I was like 6 or 7. So basically for 12 years of my life, just been listening to the good old drum and bass and stuff. So yeah, and when I was 16, I started doing radio shows on Hush FM, which is no more, no, which got changed to Rip Promotions or Rip Radio, and yeah, then I stopped doing that because I had to focus on college because I was more focused on doing my shows with my dad, and then I would put enough time and effort into college. So I would like half-ass my work like I'd rush my fucking coursework just so I can like spend like the last half hour, 45 minutes of my lesson just downloading music so I can have music to play for Friday for my show So, but now I've got nothing to do, just work fucking shitty bar shifts, shitty bar shifts, should I say, of where people just think they can like rule you because they know better than you, but deep down in me, I know quite a lot on bars and stuff because that's just who I am and what I do. Because I used to go to set up my dad's, because I know a lot. So if I wanted to go down like the bar route, I could be like a supervisor or bar manager now for the company I work for. But it's not something I want to do. It's not something I want to do. It's like I don't want to go down that path of some sort. So, like, if I had nothing else going for me, then I would generally just like go down the bar route because I know what to do. I know what needs to be done. I'm a grafter. Once I start working, there is no fucking stopping me. Like, I recently you probably can't see, I fucked up my hand and my arm because I was an idiot, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I was a fucking idiot, which put me out of work for like 3 weeks, which doesn't seem like a long time, but for someone who consistently worked every weekend, Friday and Saturday, constantly worked Friday and Saturday, my body was in a routine of doing that, and then this happened, and then yeah, I kind of fucked it up for myself because I would just stay at home watching YouTube, watching like Netflix or doing something just so I can like pass the time. Like I couldn't go out because my arm was in pain. I couldn't do certain things. I couldn't like lift anything. So like when I went shopping with my parents, I would always like carry the light bags when normally like I carry the heavy ones, like the ones that are like full to the top of milk with milk, like the milk bags and stuff. So yeah, and I'm just slowly getting back into it. I've worked the last 2 weekends, which was alright. Like I'm just like pacing myself to like before I done my injury. Like imagine like this is like a scale of how hard I'd work. Like this is like 0 to like you're doing shit, you're not working, and like I would be up like here. Like I would try, I would like bust my ass just to focus, just to do work. Like there'd be certain days where I would go up and down the bar, just like looking for stuff that needs to be done, because I've done the job that I've done. So I would like help like the people that I'm working with, or I would go to like where I work. It's like back a house where all the stock is. I'll just go there and help them like put stuff on pallets and stuff like that, because I would bust my ass basically just to like prove myself, just to show myself that I can do certain things, that I'm willing to take the risk that it would take me to get there, if you know what I mean. So, and yeah, and the the music came in, the music production thing popped into my head because I'm where I work. I see a lot of DJs and stuff where I work, and just talking to them, just like when they talk to me, going, "Oh, I was your age," they're like, "Oh, I was your age or younger than you when I started," and stuff like that. So like if I knew that that computers wouldn't work out for me, I would have like dropped out of college when I was like 17 and gone to another college, studied music production, and hopefully my my goals in life would have changed, because when I was 16 I was focused on computers because I was always around computers. Like I'm on my phone 24/7. I'm on my computer behind me, which is broken. Yeah, so I was always around that side of things. If I knew that music would eventually come in to me, like come into my head to study, I would have dropped out of college as soon as possible. Because don't get me wrong, all my mates that I made friends with in college, they're calm, they're chill, but I knew that they would get further than me in computers, because they were like, they would go home, revise and stuff. I would come home, do my coursework and fall asleep. So yeah, I wouldn't even do my coursework. I would just come home, watch YouTube, fall asleep, wake up, eat my dinner, and go back to sleep again. So, or I'd be out 24/7. So yeah, and um, another reason I'm making this video is just to not it's not like a welcome back to YouTube. It's just me saying that I'm coming back, but the content I'm going to be posting on this channel would be a lot different for for the content I posted before. Like there's certain videos that I've privated because I don't know when to see them. Like this, this. I had another one. This chest of drawer thing here. I had another one which was behind, which was here. And I would put my laptop on top of it, and like yeah, I put my laptop like on top of it and just record off my laptop and so I go straight to YouTube, because I didn't know how to edit. And I started YouTube when I was like 14, 15. So it's been like 4 or 5 years since I've done YouTube. And I've posted quite a few videos. I've posted quite a few videos which have been privated or unlisted, because I don't want like no one to see me. I want people to like see me, like recognize me, going, oh yeah, you're that guy from YouTube and stuff like that. But I don't want to be recognized for the wrong reasons. I want to be recognized for the right reasons that I've decided to do. So I want people to notice me for the recognition that I deserve. Like, don't get me wrong, I get recognized at work for the hardest working, but there's a lot more hard. In a bar, there's more than one person, so everyone deserves the recognition they deserve if you work in a bar, because everyone deserves their own like space, their own recognition for what they do. Like mine would be like my recognition is for bar backing, because I'm the most hard working motherfucker possible. And I shouldn't swear because I'll probably get demonetized anyway, even though I'm not fucking monetized. So yeah, and yeah, I don't normally wear glasses, but like when like, my eyes start twitching, so I got to like put them on, and like it doesn't like stop twitching, it just like helps it, right, helps my twitching calm down a bit. So, and what was it? Yeah, like I've always been recognised for the hard working. I've always been recognised as a grafter, because once you put me in that sort of setting, like the bar side, the bar work setting, then no one can stop me. It's just I'm not trying to big myself. I'm not trying to burst my own bubble. I've always been told that in life you only get one chance. It's one chance to prove yourself, and if you fuck up that one chance, you're done, basically. So yeah, basically, if you have that one chance in life, don't fuck it up for yourself. You just say that now. Don't fuck it up for yourself. People only people fuck up for the wrong reasons. People don't people don't use the fuck up and turn it into a positive. People fuck up because they know they fucked up and they can't be bothered to try again. That's basically me. Like I have zero motivation. If you know me personally, I had zero motivation, zero confidence. Like when I first started YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, this YouTube thing's gonna like help me grow my confidence and stuff like that. But then I started YouTube, and every one of my friends that I thought were my friends took the mickey and then I started YouTube, and they didn't think I would get far for doing YouTube, but they're kind of correct because when they said that, I like took a step back. I'd post videos, but I would like post it, see how many views it got in 24 hours, and then if it like, I'm not saying I'm a big YouTuber, like big YouTuber, but that's what I wanted to be when I was a little younger. Like if I didn't get the grades I needed or stuff like that to go into college, I would become a YouTuber. But then I got the grade I needed. But I didn't get the grade I needed. I just got into the course I wanted to do. So, and then yeah, and then like I've done a lot of messed up things before involving my confidence. I've gone to I've done like 3 jobs in the space of like since I left college in the space of 4 years, and I thought that would help me boost my confidence out. They really didn't. They just they just like led. They didn't really lead me on. They just like that's what I think. They led me on to say that I was going to be a part of their team and stuff like that. And then yeah, and then I just like I would come. The thing is, I'd get home at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I'll start on weekends. I'll go to work at 9 in the morning, finish work at 8 in the evening. But I wouldn't come straight home. Like we would do stuff after work and stuff. So it was a bit messed up. So yeah, it was a bit messed up. And then I'd have like my just one weekend free, which was Sunday, and I would sleep till like roughly 10, 11 in the morning. Go out till like 8, 9 in the evening. Come home, sleep, wake up at 7, get dressed, get ready, leave my house at 8 to be at work for 9:30. And when I got put in that situation, it like made me realize that people do jobs just for the sake of it. But that job was just like taking like to get time out of my day. I know that's what jobs are supposed to do, but I applied for it because they said you can work during the week and then weekends free. So I thought, oh yeah, cool. Work like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and have my weekends free because I can still carry on with my bar shifts and stuff like that. But then when I got there, and they started telling me that I'll have to work weekdays and one weekend, I would like in my head, I'm like, oh nah, I can't be doing this. I need to like go back to something I'm good at. Go back to working bars because I knew that I was good in bars and stuff. So and then I left that, went to apply for another job, didn't get it because um, I had like I was like too confident at the beginning, so they didn't know how I would react if I got it. Would I just like would it take me a while to get used to them? But not really. But that it's there us because I'm moving on to like bigger, better things now. I'm doing, I'm doing. I wouldn't say I'm doing perfect, but I'm slowly getting there. My head's slowly getting there. it's just a learning curve. Once you fucked up, that learning curve will take over you. Once you've gone over that learning curve and you've got on the right track and you know which way to go, then you'll be good. You'll be sorted. You'll be fine. So just like, I wouldn't say like take that advice from me, but that's just the way my head's going right now. Like, I wouldn't say I'm depressed. I'm just feeling like, yeah, like I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling depressed 24/7 because all my friends that I went to college with, secondary with, primary school with, they all have jobs and stuff like that, and I'm just at home, still living with my parents, um, trying to do right by them, just so they won't have a go at me. Um, there's some mornings where I wake up and I just wanna like, I wouldn't say end it, just like pause it for a bit. But I know if I pause it, then 9 times out of 10, some people don't come back from that. So I've wrote, like, I've always been told a good way to get like your feelings out of your head and one way to express your emotions are to write it down on paper, because once you write it down on paper, you can put that paper somewhere else and then read it when you're better, and you can like read the stuff that was going through your head. Like, there's some people that don't understand what what pains are going through, like what's going through my head right now. Like, I have a lot of shit that no one knows about me. Like, there's certain things that my best friends don't even know about me. It's just I'm stuck between certain like certain things because I'm trying to make my family happy. I'm trying to make me happy, but in the same time, make my family happy. I'm not making me happy. But if I make me happy, I'm not getting my family. I'm not making my family happy. So I'm trying to focus on making myself a better person before I try and prove myself to everyone else, because you you want to be the next you. You don't want to be the next someone else. So I want to do music production, and I don't want to be like the next big DJ. I want to be like the next me. I want to like prove everyone wrong that said I could do it in the start. I've done it once. I'll do it fucking again. It was. I'll do it once. I'll do it again. It's just the way I go. Once I've proved you wrong, I'm happy. If I can't prove you wrong, I'll find a way to prove you wrong. It's just the way certain things go in around here, around where I'm from. Don't prove yourself to someone who thinks who thinks you can't do it. Prove it to yourself that you can do it. Prove that you want to be there. That that prove that you want to be there. Prove that then it's just basically proving yourself, becoming a better person. So I've on a countless occasions said this to my friend: don't prove yourself to other people just so you can prove yourself to them. Prove yourself to yourself. Prove it to yourself first, and then other people will understand that you've improved. So it's just I'm trying like loads of different ways to prove to myself that I'm getting better. I've wrote countless times, but every time I write, like with me it's weird. Like every time I write, I can't put the pen to the pad, or I can't put my emotions down on paper. It's just it's weird, man. Like my sister would happily just sit on her bed and write for hours. I'll just sit. I would sit. I would sit down for hours trying to think of what's the first thing I'm gonna write. By the time I've wrote one sentence, my sister's wrote like 10, 15 pages about how she's feeling, and oh, oh, it's just you always gotta like prove. You always gotta drill it into your head that no matter what, you can get better. You can improve yourself. All you've got to do is have that motivation. You be confident and everything. Just because you can't do it doesn't mean you can do it. You've just got to try and do it basically. And it's just certain things that basically tell me I can't do it. Like right now with this music thing, I've got in my head they're going, oh, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. But I know I can do it. I will prove them dark thoughts in my head, them thoughts in my head that say, oh, I can't do it. I'm going to turn them into going, oh shit, he did it. So, yeah, I'm just like, this is like the first time I've recorded a YouTube video in the space of like, I don't know how long was my last one was. And some people, no one realizes what talking to a camera does to people. Like now, I can probably I'll I'll do this video, yeah, and like I'll record another one, just explaining the thoughts going in my head because I'm happy talking to like this to a camera than actually writing it down. It's just certain people do certain things differently. Like my sister writes, like I can't even talk to my parents about how I'm feeling. I can't talk to my parents about how I wanna like pause my life and go rewind it, rewind it. It's fucking hard to say because rewind it. Yeah, rewind time to go back to where I was in secondary, first year secondary, and I could do so many things different. Like I would generally list. I could generally fill a book of reasons of things I can change when I was in secondary. Like the first one would be make new friends because I realised friends are only there for you when you have money. I'm not talking about my secondary friends. Like, I'm talking about like the friends I made on my estate. I've only just realised I don't have friends. I have acquaintances, and they're only here as soon as they see me shining. If you, I'm gonna say, I saw this video. If you wasn't on my come up, why should I bring you on? And that's like stuck in my head because if you wasn't there for me when I was when I was doing this, why should I bring you along and prove to you that I can do it? Why do I prove? Why now? Why have you come back? Why do you come back now when you've realised I've come up, I've improved, I've shown myself. Yeah. My second one would be not to do like the stupid shit I used to do in secondary. What I mean by that is, no, like not mucking around in school, not mucking around in classes. I should have just been focused and hopefully down the line I could be somewhere better. Like I could have, if I'd have just revised, I would have probably focused a lot more on my GCSEs, probably passed my GCSEs at this rate. Because everyone because people look at me and go, oh yeah, you're good two shoes and stuff like that. But when they understand like what I generally got in my GCSEs, they're like they just look at me and go, they just look at me going, oh, I thought you'd do better than that because you look like the sort of person that's always doing work and stuff like that. But I really wasn't. like I would try and linger in with the wrong people. I'll try and fit into groups that I didn't belong in. Because for someone who was like 5 foot something, like 5'1", 5'2", but all the primary school, now I'm like 6'2". It's just a bit mad. It's just I'm focusing on myself to get better before I focus on anything else. And if it's music that helps me focus on myself, so music shall be it. So this is going to be the end of this, like, I wouldn't say depressing video, but a video that I've hesitated to make for so long, because I don't want to like be a guy who fucking expresses feelings to the internet just to get clout or just to get fame and stuff. Because I saw the way when Mike Fox did a video about suicide, about him wanting to kill himself. I saw the comments and everyone just said, "Oh, he's doing this for fame, he's doing this for clout, he wouldn't kill himself." Just like reading them comments has like made me realise you should always be there for someone even if you don't know them, right? It's just even that negative feedback can put someone down. Like, all you've got to do is tell them positive things and a way they can change them negatives. Because as soon as you tell them that, oh, you need to change this, you can change that, but you're on the right path, you are changing, you are doing this, you are doing that, you'll finally see like the better side of them. You won't see that, pardon fucking me. You won't see the negative side of them. You won't see the side of them that wants to kill themselves or wants to put an end to their life just because they're not like successful. They're not like all their big YouTubers and stuff like that. All the like YouTubers they watch, who all have money, fame, and stuff like that. I do this to know that in like 10 or 20 years when I have kids, I can show them like what I used to do when I used to record YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm only doing this to show my kids, so they can show their kids, and then their kids can show their. You know what I mean? So like they can watch this and go, if my kids, they can go, oh, like my uncle has come a long way from where he was, like when he was my age. So yeah, and this is gonna be like the end. I've been recording for like nearly 35 minutes because I just needed to get this off my chest. I'm going to upload this today at like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna upload it and like put a schedule for it for 8 o'clock. So yeah, I'll leave all my socials in the description. So like, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, put them in the comments. Yeah, just leave them down below and I'll like get round to answering them, because I'm happy to help people who feel the same way that I do, feel the same way that I'm trying not to feel anymore. I'm trying not to be the bad guy. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to be like a role model to my little brother, my sister, because they've always stuck near me, they've always stuck by me when even though I used to do a lot, like, even though I used to be a bully when I was little to my sister, my brother, like, a lot has changed since then. Like, me and my sister's relationship is a lot different now. We have that brother and sister relationship we never had when we were little. Like, say with me and my brother, we didn't have that brotherly relationship we had back then, but now we do. Like before, we played FIFA back that ages ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. No, like when I was like 11, 12, and yeah, and we would play FIFA, and he would win, and because I wouldn't say I'm a sore loser, I just don't like losing. So like, I would like punch him or kick him just because he won. But now, if he wins, I just like, I give him a pat on the back. I clap for him because I want to. And don't get me wrong, he's a little shit sometimes, but you kind of got to put up with that if like, because he's your brother. He'll be your brother for the rest of your life. So it's one of them ones. Same with my sister. Like, no matter what happens, I'll always be there for her. I'd always, like, if she called me saying she was in trouble, I'd always like rush to help her with the situation she's stuck in. So yeah, I've I wouldn't say I've tried like ending my life, but I've had thoughts of doing it because I didn't belong. I didn't belong here. I didn't belong in this world. I've always, when I was like younger in secondary, I would get bullied, and like when I used to come home, I would take the bullying that I got from my sister, because it was the only way I could like release my anger, release my anger on something. But now that's changed. I feel angry. I go on the balcony to just take 5 minutes, cool down. When I'm on the balcony, I smoke a fag because like smoking like calms me down. Smoking cigarettes. That's like another thing I would change from secondary, sorry. Me smoking. I've been smoking since I was like 14, 15. And that hasn't got me very far because all my friends I used to smoke with have stopped smoking. Everyone I used to chill with that smoked don't smoke anymore. I still have a few people that I chill with that smoke, but they're busy working and stuff, so I don't see them. Yeah, that's one thing I'd start smoking because, as you can see, I have nothing. I probably get ID'd every time I go into a shop, which is like the worst thing. But I've currently like don't get ID anymore because of my, because I wouldn't say I'm a giant, but I'm tall. So yeah, and yeah, this is gonna be the end of it. I'm gonna leave my socials in the bottom. If you have any questions, add me, ask me them, follow me, ask me them. Because if no one's there to help you, all you gotta remember is I'm here to help people. Because I'm a changed person. I still get them thoughts, but I don't get them as much. So yeah, I've been told by many people that I'm really good at giving like advice on these things. I'm good at like telling people not to do certain things. I'm good at telling people like advice for the future. And yeah, socials. I've said that 3 times, but I'm gonna say it again. Socials in the bottom. And yeah, if you sit through this, like by the time this video finishes, this 40-minute video, I respect you because I would respect you because this video has like a lot of things in there that I don't normally share to people. So yeah, I respect you. I'm gonna say it again for the last fucking time. Description has more links. So just follow me, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram. And yeah, peace.